Open rates aren't what they used to be, but they're still valuable. Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, in which I take one issue from the world of publishing and explain it in about 3 or 4 minutes. Open rates have been a traditional way to measure email campaigns. Whether a recipient opens an email is taken as a measure of the relevance of the things that can be seen in the preview pane. That's mostly the subject line, but it also includes the from address and in some cases the preview text or a portion of the first line of the email. That metric is becoming less valuable because of changes in the way emails are handled. Let's start with a quick discussion of how open rates work in the first place. How does the sender know that the recipient has opened the email? Well, the internet is based on request and response. Your web browser or your email client makes a request to a server to get some resource like HTML code or an image, and that's what's relevant here. The server can log that request. When you send an email, your email service provider includes a tracking pixel, which is a tiny invisible image embedded in the email. When the email is opened, provided the recipient has images turned on, the email client requests this tiny image from the server. That tracking pixel has code that's unique to the recipient and to the email campaign, so that ESP, the email service provider, can identify which recipients have opened which emails. So anything that disrupts that process makes open rates less reliable. For example, if someone opens all their emails with images turned off, open rates don't work. There are 2 fairly large things that disrupt open rate statistics. The first is Apple's mail privacy program. Apple decided that open information should be private, that the sender has no business knowing whether you opened your email or not. So for Apple users who opt into this program, Apple opens every email and caches all the images before the email even gets to the recipient. That inflates the reported open rate for emails sent to Apple devices, making overall rates less reliable. Now, you could filter out known Apple users and rely on the open rate of the remaining recipients, but we're not done with the problems yet. It's not just Apple. A lot of corporations do something similar to what Apple does. They're concerned about malware, viruses, and other security threats to their networks, so they create a firewall that emails have to get through before they're delivered to the recipient. These systems often open every email and click on every link in the email before the email is delivered. Once again, that messes up with your open rates, and not just your open rates, but your click rates as well. So what do you do about this? First, don't abandon open rates altogether. The absolute value of the open rate has declined because many of the opens are coming from these automated systems and not from human users. But the open rate still has a relative value. You can still test 2 subject lines and choose the one that gets the higher open rate, because even if 30% of the opens are phony, that will affect both panels equally. So the winner is still the winner. There'll be a proportionate error in both of them, but it will be proportionate. Second, since some percentage of your opens are phony, you should make your test panels larger. In other words, if you need 2 panels of at least 1,000 names to get a statistically significant result, you might need to bump that up by 30% to make sure that you're still hitting that target number with actual users and not with automated systems. Third, make sure you're not misrepresenting things. For example, with your advertisers. Don't give them open rates as if they mean what they used to mean. Fourth, talk to your systems people. If you can get timestamps on opens, a smart programmer might be able to tease out the real opens from the programmatic opens, if that matters to your business. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. That was a quick review of what's going on with open rates. If there's some way I can help you with your business, please contact me. You'll see my information on the next page. And remember to go to crablegroup.com and sign up for my free email. Thanks.